Hey guys, welcome back to another serving of food for thought. Of course, not everything in the reading will resonate with you, so I encourage you to take what does and of course leave the rest. However, if this resonates or you just so happen to like this reading, let me know by commenting down below or liking this video. So let's jump right into the energy here, Holy Spirit. What are the messages here? So someone you was once connected to or therefore is getting downloads about you. This is someone who used to have access to you. This is someone who used to have a deeper connection with you. This is someone who is getting downloads to take a leap of faith. Yet this energy is playing games. I feel like this is someone who is acting dumb to how they broke your heart or how they drained you. Yet I feel many of you are moving intuitively when it comes to this energy, as I feel something is definitely left in the air. Because something just doesn't smell right when it comes to a person or a situation in some type of environment. And this is why many of you are moving intuitively. I feel like many of you are moving intuitively when it comes to someone who is being two-faced, toxic. And many of you are happily existing without having to deal with someone who is coming out as a karmic plane. So I feel many of you are no longer turned on by the energy or even the thought of change, because it seems to me many of you are allowing something to just play out when it comes to someone you feel you used to know. Because from what I can see, someone may have taken you for granted for the last time. Let's get some more energy here, Holy Spirit. What are the messages here for the collective? Wow. So as I said before, you're definitely allowing something to play out when it comes to someone who has a negative behavior. Someone who is coming out with negative energy. Someone who you believe is just toxic because they have yet to change. I feel their behaviors, their actions are just not adding up, and this is why many of you are turned off, even though this energy, they have feelings for you. Feelings that they have chosen to bottle up, but I feel it's only making them toxic. I feel like this is someone who is bottling up their emotions because they really don't know how to deal with you. Someone is not knowing how to deal with something that is unfamiliar, so they stay detached. For some of you, this is someone who is bottling up their emotions because of dark attachments, and this is why there's a lot of emotion, yet no outlet, no closure. For some of you, someone is getting word about you. Someone is trying to check up on you, trying to do so by word of mouth. This is someone who could be trying to do their best to get some type of information about you, but I feel the frequency has changed. Things are just not the same when it comes to someone who is trying to resist the calling card, resist calling you. Someone's trying to resist the energy of coming back or calling you or giving you a solid apology. All because they feel like they don't feel your energy anymore. Things are off. Things have changed. And this is why someone is concerned about just showing up. Someone wants to just catch up with you. But I feel since something is blocked or something has changed, they're starting to be jealous. This is someone who is becoming jealous, and this is also stemming from bottled up emotions. Someone's jealous because you're healing, even though they're the ones who pulled away, broken promises. Someone knows they broke your heart, all because of temptations. Someone started some type of war. Someone has definitely made something more complicated than it needs to be, but I feel it's just in their nature. As I sense you could be in the space or even the process of releasing or even recovering from a situation where there was no effective communication. I feel like there was no effective communication because you were dealing with someone who had no emotional intelligence, no emotional reasoning, because they're keeping secrets. So for many of you, this is someone who wants to stay connected to you, but many of you feel like that ain't it. You have enough evidence when it comes to someone who is always threatening to leave or threatening to be rebellious or reckless. But I feel time is up. Time is up when it comes to someone who is completely toxic. I feel like this is someone who doesn't realize time is up when it comes to feeding off of your energy. Time is up when it comes to keeping secrets or just being a liar. Because someone's eyes are about to catch up with them. Wow. So it feels like someone has overheard something about a situation and they're wanting to make an offer towards you because they feel like a clown. But I feel this offer is just not something that you're going to be interested in, because this is someone who still thinks they can pull one over on you. They could be trying to manifest, but it's only coming out as manipulation. Someone's trying to do spell work towards you, but I feel you are the one in control. And I feel if this energy doesn't get it right and back up, they just might fuck around and find out that you're not the one to play with. Someone is needing to align their chakras, but I feel this is someone who cannot pour into you. But I do feel this is someone you have poured into in some way, shape, or form. But due to the fact that many of you don't have time to wait for them to change, many of you are taking your chances on another path. So I feel like this is someone who is overwhelmed, and they could be making threats because they feel like it could provoke something out of you. This is also connected to third-party energies, karmic energies. But I feel they may have overheard something about you or even these energies surrounding them, as they could be in regret about their choices. But the fact that you're allowing something to play out just might be the death of them. Because I don't see any changes. I see a lot of worries. Worries when it comes to stability, finance, choices, the people that they are surrounded themselves with, because it's just too much. Even finances. I also feel like the innocence is involved. This could be your energy or the innocence of a younger energy here, but you're not on the same page. In fact, I feel many of you are now playing back the energy of the past and healing from it. So it seems like someone thought that you would be consumed by the thought or even the idea of love. They didn't think that you were going to choose to change or heal from the gossip. But I feel someone is still lurking, but they're lurking with trust issues. I feel this is someone who is upset because they feel you have turned your back, but I feel it's only because they can no longer manipulate against you. So they're acting like a fool. Someone is definitely acting foolish, but I feel when it comes to you and this energy is more like out of sight, out of mind, because many of you are choosing not to deal with this. I feel this is someone who is making choices from a very damaged space. This is a painful ending here when it comes to someone who is keeping secrets. I feel like this is someone who is keeping secrets because they are disconnected and never satisfied. This is why this energy is coming out as overly aggressive. I feel like you're dealing with someone who is projecting, blaming others because they don't have peace. I feel like they could be trying to get a reaction out of you, hoping that you lose control, pushing you to a different level of distress because of their own insecurities. But I feel they're the ones who are now stressed out. Stressed out from the secrets, all because you're not consumed by the idea of love. Someone else is consumed by their emotions because they're not dealing with it. They're stuck in the past. They're stuck in the past, feeling trapped, and they're lashing out. I feel for many of you, they could also be feeling trapped, all because of the web of lies that they have told. So someone could be in a mood. Hot and cold energy, all because of a painful ending. This is someone who doesn't like feeling blocked out, but I feel it's their cloudy judgment that has them on a dark night to a very dark soul, all because you won't fix it. I feel you not fixing something in a situation, someone is playing the martyr, pretending to be the victim, pretending to be happy, yet this energy is on the edge and salty about it. I feel like you're dealing with someone who is very bitter and triggered. This is someone who is triggered and trying their best to trigger you, which is causing something to go down a very dark road. But I feel this is someone who is fighting at all costs, all because they feel left behind. Someone is manipulating things because they're codependent, but I feel it's also because they're trying to fill a void. But someone is not looking at the signs because they are full of drama. Full of drama and testing the boundaries when it comes to life and even you. But I feel for many of you, they're just wasting time, valuable time, because you are not a pushover. Someone wanted you to be a pushover when it comes to your loyalty, your big heart, but I feel someone is wasting time, looking down on you, or causing drama, trying to fill a void, because it will bring them to a dead end. Something is going nowhere by testing your limits, testing your boundaries, because it will only push you to a space where you seek your independence. Someone wants to return, but they are feeling safer in solitude. I feel like this is someone who is feeling safer in solitude because they are wrapped up in their lies and consumed with never changing. This is why someone is somewhat unlovable, all because of these dark attachments and destructive tendencies. You are definitely dealing with someone who is completely immature. This is someone who wants it their way, so they're avoiding you, thinking that ghosting you or silencing you in some type of way is affecting you. Someone's wanting to disturb your peace, but someone is only giving you peace by staying at a distance. I feel this is someone who is being immature because they don't want to be vulnerable with you, because they're too consumed by appearances. So they're orchestrating something, they're manipulating something so they can force their control. I feel like this is someone who is also abusing substances. You could be dealing with a pathological liar because they are never telling the truth. This is someone who is wrapped up in their lies, yet wanting to meet up with you, but something has already faded out, which is pushing them to a sense of rage. I feel like this is someone who is becoming more impulsive and resentful because they're not getting their way. Yet I feel their rage is only giving them the green light to try to manipulate or control something with you. As it seems, this is someone who is feeling empowered by causing chaos or just causing confusion, almost to the point where you're doubting yourself, doubting what you already know is reality. But this is how someone plays the victim, the martyr, all because they're trying to fill a void. So they're fighting with you at all costs when they know they would rather be with you. But I feel they're only wasting time because for many of you, you have detached yourself because you know the drama with them won't end. This energy is fighting a losing battle here because they're going through a dark night of the soul with this cloudy judgment. And I feel it's only going to be a painful ending for them because this is not something that you're going to fix. This is why someone is feeling blocked out, stuck in the past, and going through these mood swings. As I said before, they're stressed out and getting tangled up in their web of lies, and this is why someone is feeling some type of way about you, because they're not ready to deal with their insecurities. So this energy is projecting issues and not wanting to go through this painful transition. So they pull some type of disappearing act, hoping that time would heal. But I feel it's only make them more confused. Because this energy is still hiding behind a false mask, repeating cycles and pretending they don't understand or they're completely blinded to a truth. But this is someone who is playing themselves, thinking they're playing you. Because in so many ways, someone could be upset because they feel you just gave up. But I feel you never gave up. You just didn't want to give in to the lies. This is someone who has outdated thinking, all because of appearances, dark influences. This is someone who cannot be tamed. This is why they're triggered and trying their best to trigger you. So they're acting delusional because they're starting to feel left out in love. For many of you, I feel like there's too much evidence against this energy, and this is something you know as well as them, and this is why they're talking about you rather than talking to you. I feel like this is someone who knows that they are hiding behind this mask, draining you and draining themselves, but this is someone who is acting innocent, even though they have snake-like vibes. For many of you, they're very overwhelmed, feeling like they're sinking only because they are starting to be blinded by their own concerns or even their own guilt. But I feel for many of you, you're choosing distance over peace because you already know they may never change. Let's get some more energy here, Holy Spirit. What are the messages here? So someone made a big mistake by being vengeful towards you. They're wanting to communicate discreetly, but they're also fearful because something is definitely unexpected, because they know something is incompatible. There's a lack of respect or understanding when it comes to someone who is being private, but many of you are already suspicious when it comes to a love triangle, someone who is stringing something along, or someone who just completely vanished, disappeared. This is someone who did something for no reason or even explanation, all because of addiction. Someone is pretending they have lost their memory. Someone's pretending they have lost the energy or the details. Someone's pretending they forgot. But I feel this is someone who just think it's all a game. Someone thinks it's a joke when it comes to the lies, made up stories, third party energy. Someone thinks you're teasing about leaving or even walking away for good. Someone knows that you have given up the fight in some sort of way, but they do feel they still have a hold on you. This is why there is no apology. Someone feels they can string you along if they don't give in to something or even admit that they are wrong. Yet I feel in some way they want forgiveness, but they know they don't deserve it. This is why they're detached. Detached and procrastinating, unwilling to invest. This is someone who has a very careless attitude. This is why there are so many broken promises. This is someone who failed to deliver, all because they're choosing to manipulate. But it's only a distraction for the empty void they have in their heart. This is why it always feels like they're acting cold when you're being genuine and showing love. Because this is someone who is very surface level. No real conversation when they're in a mood. Because they have a sense of entitlement. And this is why they have a bad attitude. Because they are never truly trying to be reasonable with anyone else's pain. Because they're overly confident about being dysfunctional. This is why many of you already know they have no intentions of coming out of this denial, because they've never given you any reason to think they would even change. This energy is coming out as someone who can't face their issues. This energy is coming out at us as a coward. Someone who is unable to face their fears, so they choose to mislead others. Misleading others through a false impression. Even if they know they're in a state of disorder, they're withholding the truth by not expressing their feelings, their emotions, and this is what's causing them to be spiteful, cruel, unkind, all because they have tunnel vision when it comes to excuses, because you're dealing with a lost soul. Someone who is on a downward spiral when it comes to sabotage and past traumas. This is someone who is always breaking hearts, always ghosting, leaving abruptly, choosing to forget the details. Someone is choosing to hide the facts. I feel like this is someone who is dead set on making things more complicated than it needs to be, because this energy believes that they can put you in a space to doubt your reality, yet the only thing you doubt or find suspicious is them. Because this is someone who sabotaged something with you even when they didn't have to. But I feel this energy may have sabotaged something with you because they knew they couldn't level up to you, so they didn't even try. This is someone who is consumed by their emotions, but really not familiar with what they're dealing with, so they are unwilling to invest, all because of the past trauma that they are currently dealing with. I feel this is someone who somehow finds strength in your pain, causing pain, just to distract themselves from their own misery. With this energy, there is a lot of unspoken words as well as an unspoken rule, which I feel means they're always right. But I feel this is someone who is coming from a very surface level place and breaking promises because they believe that choosing to hide the facts is the only way. But I feel the unspoken rule of them always being right no matter what is an indicator of them pushing back or just trying to see if you're going to deal with the drama. As I sense this energy gets upset or this energy plays game just to see if they can tease or test you. This is why someone is coming out as overly aggressive, even though they know they owe you an apology. Yet this is someone who is claiming that you're the tease. You are trying to provoke something. You're trying to make something more complicated than it needs to be. But I feel that is their biggest mistake, because they have done a lot of things they won't be able to take back. As I sense they become unbearable to deal with because they believe your blind loyalty is a form of love and respect. And this is why they're always lying or putting you in a position of competition, because they have no boundaries when it comes to love, affairs of the heart, all because they're disconnected and unable to heal. Wow. So they put you in a position to deal with the disrespect so they can get a sense of love, yet taking any action against them will only be seen as a betrayal, which will always lead to reckless behaviors just to control you. I hope you guys have enjoyed the reading and has gained some food for thought. If so, let me know by commenting down below or liking this video. Hope to see you again, guys. Bye.